Those rascals from the festival borrowed spare parts from our homestead. Now, I don't mean to be a fussy neighbor, but we can't even keep the skags out or turn the lights on anymore. Paul usually takes care of this sort of thing, but he's out on chores. So could you be a dearie and go get the parts back from those rascals?
Sure, I'm always up to chase down some rascals.
Thanks, dearie. You did them a favor anyhow. Those bass drops are bad for the old eardrums. Might as well be doing the foxtrot inside the pressure wall of a Class 12 Sky Shatter warhead. No, thank you. Oh, those rascals are using our fuse to power their nasty little radio tower. Make sure to ask them good and nicely. I'm sure they won't mind parting with it. Thanks, dearie. A radio's an awfully antiquated way to spread your message. Maybe now they'll splurge on something with a little shine, like a hyperfiber Q3 echo line with whisper encryption. Gets the soaps like a snap. Now you've unborrowed all our spare parts. Come on back to the homestead, dearie. I hate to be a bother to you. Usually Paul's the one to settle up on these neighborly disagreements. He's just got a way with people. You are too kind, dearie, returning those parts to us. If it ain't too much trouble, would you mind reinstalling them? My hip's been acting up ever since I tweaked it hauling that reactor core up a flight of stairs. Good fences make good neighbors, and electrified fences make well-behaved neighbors. Power's back on. I was worried my custard would go bad right there in the icebox. And now the specimens won't come out of cryo sleep. Anyway, sure is nice to have some help around here. I am astonished by the kindness of strangers. I must insist on some payment. Come on over. The creek's been dry nearly a week now, and let me tell you, the fuel rods need a cooling and the bark root needs a watering. Paul ran off into the canyon to get them waters flowing again, but I ain't seen hide or hair of him. Go get the water running, will you, dearie? I'm not too worried about Paul. He's always getting himself into trouble. I like that about him. He's like the firewater in my iced tea or the proton bombardment on my bismuth.
Is that a good thing?
Well, sure it is, dearie. How the heck else you gonna get polonium-209?
You in this fight, soldier.
Oh, thank you. Ordinarily, I don't take too well to strange visitors trespassing on our land, but given your fine timing, I truly appreciate the rescue.
Ma sent me. What the hell were you doing in that skag?
I must confess my ingested state was self-inflicted. That hungry devil ate all my dynamite, so I dove right down its gullet. I didn't see my dynamite on my pilgrimage through its insides, so I reckon the devil must have pooped or puked it out. Same thing for a skag. If you're here to help, get to digging around in them scat piles, visitor. This dam of excrement's been keeping the crop waters from reaching our humble homestead. Now we got all the dynamite, we can set about undoing Vermalingua's mighty works. Stick them implements of destruction right there in the offending center mass. Finely placed. An eye for demolition on you, visitor. Now, sink the plunger and blow that poop dam straight to perdition.
Another day, another atomized cloud of crap.
From the fires of destruction flow the waters of life. A fine job, visitor. Now, I seem to have lost my watch while on my intestinal pilgrimage. Go and let Ma know I'm intact, though I reckon the stench of our victory may have already wafted her way.
Paul got himself ate by a skag again, didn't he? Well, I can hardly complain when I've got running water flowing to my crops and rods, can I? Homestead's better than ever. Here's something to pay for your dry cleaning, dearie. Oh, and I think Paul's got one more job for you when you got the time.
The homestead ain't safe yet. Them pilfering devils out in the Splinterlands won't be happy that you so kindly returned what they stole. They'll be back to take more than spare parts next time. Now, I'm quick with the knife, but we need a little more hellfire for what I believe's coming our way. I think it's time to wake Bessie.
Bessie?
Our child, in a manner of speaking. Ma and I, well, we each got our virtues, as well as our sins. I reckon we put just about everything of both into Bessie. Go on, visitor. Start her up.
Paul, you know Bessie's a fussy girl. Watch minds of her logic echelon need a complex blend of fuel, precisely mixed.
Ma's right. Visitor, you just gotta open the valves in the right order. Hop on up.
That's got the colloidal cobalt flowing. Next valve's across the way. See it? That'll be the quantum brine. Next one's tight, dearie. Might have to knock it loose.
Good fortunes! You didn't set off the night fire oil. Last valve's up top, visitor. And finally, flat cherry cola. Bessie's got everything she needs. Ascend to the roof and power her up.
Time to wake up, Bessie dear.
And just in time, I reckon. The devils are crawling out of hell right to our doorstep.
You and Bessie go and ask them nicely to leave, would you?
Need a new chopper. Buzz X, get... Chop, chop. Wonder what's in
Serving up fresh hot tech.
trying.
See, Bessie always makes sure the only visitors we have is the ones we want.
As long as the family sticks together, the homestead's safe. Visitor, come by the porch. Our humble homestead is both preserved and replenished, and we have you to thank for that, visitor.
You really didn't need to go out of your way for us, dearie. But me, Pa, and Bessie want to thank you for all your help. And you'll always be welcome at the homestead.